Gorp Show! Hey guys, welcome back in town. Alright, see you around. Welcome to the Gorp Show. Today, Gorp stands for gravy, oyster sauce, rotel dip, and pesto. We're talking about sauces today, condiments, spreads, dips, etc. My name is Josh. Welcome. Also joined by Fry, as usual. Say hi, Fry.
Hola, on behalf of Rotel.
On behalf of Rotel. Often guest over here, Mr. Angelucci, is here. Say hi.
I guess on behalf of Pesto. I don't know which one I fall in.
Oh, you're
That's
going.
the Italian.
Taking-
That's the Italian.
Yeah,
Pesto?
Taking
Angelucci,
teams?
I'm the Pesto guy.
You're the
Am I
pesto guy. Don't make me
All right,
oyster
pesto
sauce.
it
Come
is.
on. We're joined by first-time guest and host of the podcast Let's Hablar and Let's Hablar Solita. Welcome, Lizette.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
For sure. You want to tell us about what your podcast you got going on?
Yeah, so Let's Hablar, it tackles a lot of different topics. We're talking about movies, streaming services, such as like we did matchmaking for Jewish people. We did queer love on the ultimatum, things like that. Just a bunch of different stuff.
One of our best friends is on Queer Love, The Ultimatum.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, you know, Josh. I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Natasha.
Natasha
is on that show. Natasha
Oh
got
my God.
famous. She's blue check marked and everything on that
Yep.
show. She's on Cameo and everything. Yeah.
Oh my God, I had to tell my friend Kyra because she's obsessed with that show. She got me into it, and now I'm invested. So I want to know what happens this upcoming week, and we're gonna recap that on Friday. So we're gonna tackle a bunch of different stuff, including teaching my friend Espanol on that
Nice.
one because she don't speak Spanish, but she's gonna learn. Let's
You're gonna
hablar
learn today.
solita. Yeah, she's gonna learn today. Let's hablar solita tackles everything as well. Next week we will be discussing football because I'm not happy with how my Raiders are handling things. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the
I am.
changes.
I bet you are.
I'm like,
I bet you are, jerk.
Raider Nation.
Like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? This is not Patriots 101. Like this, come on. We have do better. But that's just me.
Come on, do better football.
Goodbye.
Yeah. So we'll be tackling the Raiders on Let's Hablar Solita. And we are available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, and Apple Podcasts and YouTube.
Very good. Solita. Well, today, excuse me.
He just really wanted to say that one more time. He's like, I'm gonna get Solita off the ground one more time, and then we're good.
I pronounced it.
You did
Getting
better
saucy
than my friend
today.
Kyra did.
You're getting real saucy today. I got a little dip bowl. You might put like an onion dip in there, perhaps. Let's draw out our first topic. Talking about some sauces. Oh, this one says, what you got in them noodles? What kind of noodles you got? What kind of sauce you putting on them noodles there?
Hey, being a resident Italian in the group, here's my thing. I'm glad we're saying sauce on the noodles, right? Because I'm from Philadelphia, and specifically in South Philadelphia, everybody thinks they're more Italian than Italian people are, right? So they all say like. They'll all be like, yo, we're having spaghetti and gravy for dinner because they start calling sauce gravy. It infuriates me, right? And then you'll talk to these people and they'll say like, I don't even know if this is on topic and I don't care, right? I push my way into this, right?
Gravy.
So
Where's the gravy?
We're talking about spagoot. I'm gonna talk about what I want.
What's so much
and then they'll be like, well, if grandma's cooking it with the meatball drippings, then it's gravy because it goes on top. No, I don't want to hear it. It's not. It's called pasta sauce. That's what it is. That's what's going on the pasta. But I will say, if I have a nice angel hair pasta, right?
Yep.
I'm actually going a little olive oil and some cheese and some garlic. Right? That's what I'm putting on my. That's what I'm putting on my angel. Anything thick, you're going to red sauce. You're going tomato.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I agree with everything that he said. I do. I like the angel hair with a little olive oil. I like a little basil though. little basil leaves mixed in, tossed with that olive oil
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
not
angel hair.
rich, Fry. I'm not rich.
Got the fresh basil growing in the backyard. It's 3 feet tall.
He's like when,
No,
when I said I got the cheese, it's the Kraft Parmesan. I'm not grading my shit
Yeah.
like you rich people.
Yeah. Guy's got a basil tree in his backyard. Are they on
Picking the
trees?
leaves. Liz, what
They're
about you?
plant-
What are you putting on? What are you putting on your
Um,
noodles?
It depends on the noodles. So if we're gonna go like Asian noodles, I'll probably put like soy sauce or sriracha, just like a little bit of sriracha, because depending on the type of noodle dish that you're having, it could be already spicy. But if we're gonna do like pasta or Italian food, I would probably say I don't mind Alfredo sauce. I like Alfredo sauce. I feel
Alfredo's
like,
fun.
especially when it's
Nice.
thin, a thin one,
Okay.
not super
You don't like
thick.
it too thick.
Mm-mm.
Two C's.
Then I feel like it's hard to
Yeah.
chew because you're already like the noodles are thick, and then you have a thick sauce, and it ruins
And it
everything
just
for me.
sits in your
But
gut.
yeah,
Also, the
yeah, I
least
don't feel
reheatable sauce, I think, right? Like Alfredo's got to be the least
Definitely.
reheatable sauce.
Yeah.
yeah.
It curdles when you put it in the
separates,
microwave.
Yeah. You got like a thing of white and a thing of oil when you
Yeah.
heat it up.
I love some Alfredo,
ordered
though,
from
yeah.
I'm currently living in a hotel. I don't know if everybody can tell from the bed behind me, but I did order Thai. So we're talking like Asian noodles. I ordered Thai
Thai.
noodles the other day, and they were like, "Do you want them spicy?" And I was like, "Yeah." When
Fuck
they
it
got
up.
here, I was able to eat 2 bites, and I had to throw the whole thing away. So I
Oh, you
agree
gotta-
with you. I want them a little spicy, but
You got to tell them
maybe
white
a
boy
little,
spicy.
Yeah.
White man spicy. Yeah.
yeah. I should have said, yeah, but my name's Steve, so can you make them for like a
Yeah.
guy named Steve?
Like I feel like he ate the 2 bites and he looks in the mirror and his face is bright red and he's
Get
No.
one single tear as it goes in the trash.
Yeah.
I ate the first bite, and I was like, I ate it, and it like hit me, and I was like, no, there's no way that tastes like
Yeah, you got a
this,
bad
right?
bite or something.
I was like, this must be like the concentration. I just didn't mix it. I go in to get it. I was like, woo! Fire engine.
Sheesh.
But
Like I
agree
made
with
it
you.
worse. I made it worse.
I agree with you. I want a little spice in my noodles, but you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, just not that much. Not enough where I can't like enjoy it, because then it's
Yeah.
painful, and then you don't want to eat it anymore. But then if I'm
Right.
like, if it's a nice amount, you're good. You're enjoying it. You're able
Yeah.
to kind of get through your day. But
Get through your day.
Yeah.
But there's different
got
kinds
stuff
of
to do after
spicy
this.
too. Like you have to use the spice well, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like when you add the chili powder, makes a big deal. You can't just dump hot sauce on it and expect the same amount of heat or a flavor profile as if you had it cooking for 3 days. You know what I mean? That when that heat sets in real slow, real easy, it's still hot, but it's not rude. You know what I mean?
I love all the adjectives you guys are choosing so I can go through my day is now an adjective. Like that's a description of how sauce, and then rude is now a description word for sauce.
I get that though, man. I get that. I got stuff to do later. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
can't be eating. Can't be messed up all day.
Burping,
Josh, I want to
weird.
get yours. I want to get yours, but Lucci, do you remember when during the Super Bowl when we drove through the Burger King for the Angry Whopper and we were like, no one say anything, just growl, just go
Growl.
at the drive-through.
Like, the guy's like pull forward.
Yeah.
Been getting this all day. Hate it. Oh golly. I like some sauce. If I'm going to Asian noodles, I always pretty much go to drunken noodles. Thai food is so good. Vodka pao, really good spices in it. Usually there's an egg on top, so that makes everything better. As far as sauces lately, I kind of been getting pretty dang good at making my own sauces, if I can brag a little bit. It's all about slow cooking the onions and roasting the peppers, and then you throw stuff on there, little cream, you know what I mean, some tomato paste and all that. I'm just having fun with it. Just like pseudo Italian spicy. Some weird ingredients in there once in a while, but it works out. Eggplant? Yeah, that's about it. I like weird sauces. Homemade.
Go
For
back.
me, I took it.
Don't blow past that. Eggplant flavored sauce.
No. You
The Italian got it. The
no.
Italian got it like a catcher from behind the plate. Like, hold on.
Well,
It's not blowing past us. What did you just say?
no. It's like a sauce. Most of my sauces are you just throw in whatever vegetables are in the house, but you cut them up to some degree based on the sauce. So sometimes I'll get an eggplant and I'll cut it real tiny, add it to a spaghetti sauce, like a marinara, you know?
I could do that. I thought
Yeah.
I was under the impression you were insinuating you had an eggplant flavored sauce, and I was going to ask you where exactly you got off saying something like that. But that's not what you said. So we
Where
can
do
back
you
up.
get off? Fred, what's your sauce
I think
deal?
yeah. For me, I took it right to like pho, ramen. With ramen, it's always going to be sriracha or wasabi sauce over my ramen. I think I like because it gives it a nice spice because you already got the salty soy like style flavor
Or
in
that
the
chili
broth.
oil. That stuff's good too.
Yeah, chili oil's
I like-
really good. I like it. But then
I like the
Lucci
wasabi sauce.
wasabi sauce is so good. Like,
Yeah.
do not sleep on anything wasabi. Don't sleep on wasabi mayo. Don't sleep on wasabi sauce.
Peas?
Don't sleep on wasabi. Like wasabi peas. Like, it's all delicious. It's all really good. But you brought up Thai, and I will say, like, I like the spicy peanut sauce for my Thai food. I think the first time I ever had peanut sauce was Thai, and I was like, what is this, and how could I put it on everything I eat? Because I just love the peanut sauce.
I agree.
Peanut sauce is the dopeness.
Is that the?
What were you saying, Lucci?
Is that like the satay sauce? Is that
Satay, yeah.
Am I
Well,
just-
no, there's peanut sauce in some of those, but like you'd have on a lettuce wrap, you put that little peanut drizzle.
Man, pad thai with peanut sauce. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I love it. So peanut sauce is where it's at. When it comes to my pasta, I like the Alfredo sauce as well, but it's so heavy, like you said, that I'll typically go with what Lucci said, like a nice olive oil basil type sauce, like I said earlier, something light, but it brings out the flavor in your noodles that when you're eating your noodles. And if you got some good noodles, you want to bring out the flavors of those noodles, and I like that sauce a little bit more. So I think that's what I go with.
I wish I had the lifestyle that allowed me to make my own noodles. That'd be nice. Let's move on.
Like you have a pasta roller in your kitchen.
Yeah. And I have 4 hours to kill.
I don't have the patience for it. Like, I already
too much.
When I cook, none of my vegetables are chopped the exact same size or, well, thickness, yes, but same size, no, same shape, no. But I mean, we're gonna eat it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just eat it. Shove it in your mouth.
I've got Liz in my head now. She's got this beautiful pasta roller. She bought it. She's so excited. She does 2 cranks of the pasta roller. It's like, screw this. Grabs a Bertolli out of the cupboard and just pours it in the boiling water.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not going to pluck my own chickens either. Like, what am I?
Yeah, dude. Come on.
Buy it at the store.
I've done that though.
The pluck the chickens.
Yeah. Never again.
Never again.
Never again.
That's when I decided I needed therapy. Let's have you start. Let's talk about actually is the subject that Lucci brought up earlier. Maybe you have some words. We kind of grazed over it. Gravy. What's your thoughts on gravy? And it doesn't have to be just what the Italians call gravy, but what other humans call gravy too.
I don't like it. I don't like gravy at all. Like,
no gravy.
I don't like gravy on mashed potatoes. I don't like. Well, no, I do like the like if you have a country fried steak and it has the white gravy with
white
the
gravy.
seasoning inside, that one I like. But brown gravy, don't like it. Every Thanksgiving, we've made it. I've made it once, but I never eat it, and it's just I'll bypass it. Like, it's there, but I don't want it. I'll just take the mashed potatoes by themselves. It's fine.
It's fine. Especially if they're quality mashed potatoes, though, right? If they're quality mashed potatoes, you really don't need gravy.
Yo, you don't need anything if it's a good tater, bud. Like, you don't need it. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm usually averse to brown gravy. However, I'm not sure who made it. I think it was my buddy Johnny Boy. He made some turkey gravy, and it was the real thing. I don't know what that means, but he used turkey drippings or beef, or whatever he used. He cooked it over the course of like 3 days, and it was some real brown gravy, and I wanted to just drink it, honestly. And It was so good, well seasoned, and like it was absolutely delicious. Because his thought
He's
is
like, put it in my
Yeah.
veins.
it blew
Vein
my
line
face
it?
off, dude. Well, I think it was Johnny Boy, because Johnny Boy always said that his favorite thing about Thanksgiving is the gravy. Everything is just a vehicle for gravy for him. So he got the perfect gravy recipe, and that's his life now, and I support it. Yeah, white gravy. Do you miss that stuff, Fry? I bet they don't have that up there in England.
Man, no, they don't. It's all like beef gravy,
Yeah.
with a beef broth up here. No, I'm with you guys. Where if you make a good product, it doesn't need a gravy on it. Like you make a good potato, you make a good tomato, you make a good beef, a good meatloaf. You don't need a gravy on it if it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember with the gravy topic, I know Lucci and Josh are gonna be able to relate to this, and I apologize for alienating you, Lizette. But
No, you're good.
remember the Chow Hall biscuits and gravy with the sausage in it? And you go to the breakfast, go to the Chow Hall at midnight for midnight chow and pour some of that gravy in your breakfast burrito.
Can I have a little more gravy, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we were doing to our arteries was not fair to our bodies back then.
No, that was in the green, right? That was the green card stuff. We could have as much of that as we wanted.
As much.
It's good for us.
Yeah.
It's good for us. Now we all have high cholesterol and heart problems.
You get the heavy pourer and they just fill up your whole to-go thing with white gravy. You walk out with like a tray of white gravy.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not. I'm with you guys. Not a big gravy person, but I was really excited to see what Lucci was going to do because he almost had an aneurysm in talking about gravy when we were in the production meeting.
Yeah,
So
I gotta
Lucci,
say, Luch, for sure, I'm with you on that with the gravy blundering the facade of gravy, gravy spelled with two V's somehow. I might not have as much anger since you're way more adjacent to it, but I do not like the fact that you call that gravy. That is a sauce, and you're offending everyone.
I agree. That's my thing. Is nobody calls it. No one really calls it gravy. It's just this super small sect of people in like South Philly that think they're like the Italians. If you go to Italy, they're not like, yeah, let's have some gravy. They all say sauce, right? So I hate when that happens. I hate hearing people say, yeah, well, my grandmother stayed up all weekend making a gravy so that everybody could have gravy and pasta.
The gravy,
I
man.
hate it. Yeah. Well, you talk to my grandma, she's right off the boat, and she calls it gravy. And I'm like, no, she doesn't. Your grandmom can be wrong, too. You know, there's nothing that says your grandmom is always right.
She came on the boat. She just didn't know the right word, so she made one up and said gravy.
Yeah, so she just said something. Yeah. That's not what it is. It's sauce. Get over it. Also, I just want to circle back real quick because I don't want to take the I'm not going to take the snobby approach like my three co-hosts and say that if you make food good enough, it doesn't need anything on top of it, right? I hate when people do that stuff. And good gravy is a good gravy.
Yes.
Regardless of the food, a good gravy is a good gravy. And I would put gravy as a dipping sauce for French fries over pretty much anything.
Oh, a little poutine action.
A little poutine.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah, poutine's pretty good.
That's pretty dang good. If it's good gravy.
A little poutine.
Okay. I'm with you.
I gotta take Lucci to a French restaurant when he visits me out here, so he'd be like, "I want a little poutine."
And I will say that I do know what it's like to have gravy at a mess hall because I did JRTC for 4 years in high school, and they would have us go to a boot camp like 3 times a year, and we had to share the mess hall with the active duty military personnel. No, like there's no way I would eat that white gravy again ever, because then they would have us go and do these obstacle courses, and I feel like I'm gonna vomit. And I'm like, my stomach is.
You've never been drunk at midnight chow.
Yeah, that's very true. You've never been drunk at midnight chow.
Yeah.
No.
See, you were fresh, and then you were tortured with the obstacle course afterwards. We were like drunk, and we have rusty buckets for bodies, so we could take it.
Yeah.
How about the gravy?
So much.
like gravy, sauce gravy, they're gentrifying the term. That's basically what they're doing because they make this new
Gentrification.
term with the actual term of it. No,
Oh, that
it's
actually
not.
brings us to our next topic, which is sauce appropriation. You care to expand on your thoughts about sauce? Sauce thoughts. Dun dun.
Yeah. I think people who profit off of making a sauce that's not with their culture need to get punched in the mouth. That's just me personally, or chip a tooth. I don't care, either one. But
I
like,
punch you in the
that's
stomach.
just that's just my opinion because you have people like we already know the Kardashians appropriate everything, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Rob Kardashian has a sauce where it has an actual cantinera wearing a sombrero and it's a hot sauce. I'm like, why are you guys are Armenian? Why don't you guys do like something Armenian? Don't, stop
Yeah,
trying to
put a
take from the Latino
donkey on
culture.
top of a chili pepper. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, stop trying to take that and make millions and millions of dollars while like the mom and pop shops over here are making homemade salsas, homemade sauce packets and things like that, and they're putting it out on their restaurants. They're not making millions of dollars like you, but yet they get hit with tax debt that's up,
Mm-hmm.
up high, and they can't afford to pay their tax debt. But you're over here making millions of dollars and with tax cuts. I don't think
Call
so.
him a fraud, Liz. Call him a fraud.
He is. He's a fraud.
You're
I
a
don't like him.
fraud,
Thank you.
Kardashian.
Rob Kardashian is a fraud.
The times
Oh
I've been
my.
tempted to go on his Instagram and say, "You suck." Too many
That's
times.
it. That's the extent of your rage. Like, are you just a kind-hearted person?
No, I understand that. I
No,
think a proper
there's
punishment
colorful
would be
language in there.
a nice pop or two. That's good enough. Not good enough, but
Mhm.
that'd be a nice starter for the punishments. I see your point,
Hold
and I
on.
think mostly I agree with you. Punch in the stomach.
Punch him right in the stomach. Lucci, how do you feel? We've been really heavy on your appropriation with South Philly appropriating Italian culture and making it their own. How do you feel on this topic?
With the exception of rehashing everything I've already said, I'm really unprepared to follow Liz on this topic. But with that being said, I think when you talk about moving in a different direction, sauce appropriation in a different direction, I think when you talk about you look at like ketchup that has Tabasco sauce in it, or barbecue sauce that has Tabasco sauce in it, or like fish sauce that has Tabasco sauce in it, right? It's all these things that are like
Saucification.
adding Tabasco sauce. It's like Tabasco sauce has its own thing going on. It doesn't need to
Yeah.
be a part of all these other things.
Flaming hot.
That's what gets me. Yeah, you're looking at it, you're like, come on, can't I just have like a nice honey barbecue sauce? Why does it have to have 15 different flavors that belong to all these other different categories because some vegan got
Yeah.
upset a year ago?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's my thing, and also moving towards the vegan side. It's like now everything has to have a vegetarian substitute. When
Mm-hmm.
I was a vegetarian for 3 years, and it was awful. I didn't enjoy it, and I was really bad at it because I didn't know how to eat that way. So I just ate a bunch of French fries and got really fat. During that phase, there wasn't all like the vegan options for everything because it was like that was like 6 years ago at this point. Now there's like a vegan option for everything, and every once in a while I'll pick up a vegan option on accident because I don't spend 30 minutes looking at the sauces, right? So I pick up a vegan option, and when I get home, I'm upset because it's not the real thing. And I think that's the worst kind of appropriation.
That's the
And
worst
that's
kind. Yeah.
appropriation to me.
Don't stop making it look like meat. Just have your stupid food.
Yeah.
I mean, you're allowed to
What do
eat
you want
vegan.
it to look? What do you want it to look like?
Well, they have these fake bones. Literally, they're fake bones that you can
You want
reuse.
my answer? There's my answer. I want it to look like grass fry.
Grass fry.
Your food
Blades
should
of
look like
grass. Just a grass burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little
You want
patch.
it? There's my answer. You have to eat grass like all the other cows.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, and I'm all for like trying things out, but we don't have to have Lay's that taste like Ruffles. But wait a second, that's too
Yeah.
much. You know what I mean? And then add an A1 steak sauce to everything. Just go get some A1. I like to mix the sauces. I don't think if it's not your grandma, don't put her on the bottle. You know what I mean? Probably I don't know. Maybe this is over the line, but if you aren't Mexican, you probably can't make the best hot sauce. They've been doing it for thousands of years, literally. So I mean, I don't know. I'm with that. Punch him in the stomach.
But it brings you right back to The Office. I think The Office started this.
Yeah.
You go back. There's an episode with Ryan selling his mother's pesto, and he uses Phyllis's image. And he's like, Phyllis just has that real pesto face, that pesto mom image. And he puts her, and then when Oscar's selling his salsa,
Oscar.
my mom also makes the best salsa, but Oscar has that salsa image. And he puts Oscar's face on all the salsa. So yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of when you guys were talking about that. Yeah, but I'm with Liz too. Rob Kardashian is a fraud. I will follow you down that. That guy has no talent. He's not good at anything, so he just copies everybody else's things. Like, remember when there was like socks were a craze? So he decides to open a sock shop that fails too because he has no talent. He has no imagination, no originality. That's what happens when you give your kids billions of dollars and go, "Hey, good luck, do something." No ambition, no creativity, just like, what can I steal from somebody else?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I
Like,
think
he
CD
doesn't have
players
to
are
go
going
to
to come
school to
back.
learn how to do it, you know?
Right.
I'm a big
Just have a bunch of resources.
big Rob Kardashian guy, by the way.
Oh boy.
Rob, we call him Rob Card, the fan club. I'm a big Rob Card guy.
Speaking of
That guy
salsa,
existed.
You just stepped right on him. He was about to say, I forgot that guy existed.
I heard
I
it.
forgot he existed until she just brought him up. I was like,
I really did
he
too.
die?
Yeah.
Didn't he die?
Oh, you should have seen my face when I found out. I was like, wait, what the hell is he selling? And I look, I almost had a complete breakdown. There were swear words. My friend was like, are you having like a panic attack? I went, no, like I'm having a rage moment. If he was there, I would punch him in the face, hope he chips 3 teeth because teeth are expensive, even though he can pay for it. But I hope they look like chiclets after. I mean, that's just my...
Why are you so
I would have
mad?
chicken
Rob
teeth.
Kardashian's making a tomatillo sauce.
Because it's not his tia. If it's not his titi, then he can't do it.
What if what if he did everything as he's doing, but the hot sauce was called Not My Titi?
Or what if it was awesome? Like if it's like an objectively awesome sauce.
Then we'll know he really did steal it from his titi.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
he
kind
stole
of,
it from somebody else's titi. Just like his
That's
sisters.
kind of part of it. If the sauce is good enough, sometimes it's worth it. I don't know. Sometimes you accept it. We'll be talking about that in a future episode about art. Where if it's good enough, you can separate the art from the artist, or vice versa. Anyway, tangent.
Yeah.
Mix them on up. See what we got down in here. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Might get me to a fervor. That's a new word. A fervor like Lucci with the gravy. And this subject is ketchup sucks. Ketchup sucks. Okay, listen to me. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows ketchup tastes good. Ketchup is like 40% corn syrup, dude. It's just a big bag of sugar with red food coloring. So, of course, it's tasty, but let's think about it. Think about it really. There's always a better option than ketchup. Every condiment is better than ketchup. Name an item, and I'll tell you 3 better sauces. I mean, it just makes me so angry how ketchup-oriented this country is, and I think that's the reason everything's going downhill.
Thanks, Pittsburgh. What brought this hate on?
I just hate how there's just better things. You know what I mean? It's the elitist in me. That's the raging snobbish elitist in me is saying there's always better options than ketchup. I just think people should open their minds a little more. My goodness, did you see what he put on his steak? Yeah, that's it.
Wait, steak. Ugh.
Wait,
Ketchup on steak. That's a crime.
No, well, down south it's pretty normal. Pretty normal down south.
I've heard that my grandfather, who's also from he's since passed, but was also from the South, used to put ketchup on macaroni and cheese, ketchup on eggs, ketchup on steak, ketchup on chicken. I hated it. Like, I did not
ketchup
get
on
it
your
at
baked
all.
potato. My stepsister, she'll take one fry and dip it into the vat of ketchup, roll it so it's fully covered, and then eat it and lick her fingers and do it again. Roll it.
That's too much ketchup.
It's too much ketchup.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
That's too much.
So what's funny is I eat things dry, as we went over in my interview with Josh, everything else. Like I will more often than not just not get a sauce and just throw down nuggets dry, throw down fries dry. I like the salt. I like a dry rub. A dry rub's really good. Yeah, I like a good dry rub, something like that. I'm not saying I'm anti-sauce, by the way. I'm just saying I will more often than not go without the sauce because there's lots of sugary sugary calories that come along with the
Sugariness.
sauces.
Also a mess if you're hungry.
Yeah, and in the car, like it's hard to like if you're driving, and I used to drive for work for hours. It's hard to like rip open the sauce and like stick it perfectly in and like dip as you drive, and then all of a sudden, inevitably, something happens where that spills on you and you lose your mind.
Yeah, and it goes
So-
inside of your mustache.
Yeah, or if it spills in your cup holder, what a pain in the ass it is to try to like clean it out of all the crevices of your cup holder where it spilled. So yeah, I will more often than not go without it, but I will tell you, when I discovered there was always something better than ketchup, it was, I want to say, like when I became an elitist like Josh, and I started going to like higher end establishments than, Griff's Burgers, and
Ooh,
I
Griff's
was
Burger.
served my fries with aioli.
Mm.
And I was like, I would much rather have this with anything than ketchup ever again. And I don't think I've ever looked back. Like, I don't
Yeah,
even
it was
really
great.
eat ketchup. I can't even think of the last time I had ketchup, to be honest.
Well, I can.
What about you, Liz?
But
So I feel attacked because I bought ketchup yesterday.
There's always one. There's always
I
one.
bought it yesterday. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get, because we wanted to make buffalo burgers. I've never had buffalo meat before, so I was like, what
So
am I
good.
gonna get? And then I saw this
It
fancy
is good.
ketchup that says it was like summer tomato ketchup with truffle, black truffle or
Oh,
something like that.
see, that's good
And I was
though.
like,
That's good.
Okay.
ooh,
That's not
that
ketchup.
sounds
That's
different.
truffle
Like,
sauce.
yeah, I was like, I want to try it. So I try. When you open it, it smelled like garlic. So it almost smelled like pasta sauce. It didn't smell like a typical
Yeah.
ketchup. And
Mhm.
it was good, but I don't eat it on everything. I know when I was younger, Brandon and I have a cousin in common, Jordan. He would stay at our house and then we would go to school, come back when we were younger.
Mhm.
And he saw me put ketchup on my eggs, but my
Yeah.
eggs were never just eggs. Like they were onions, tomato, and then
Yeah.
a little bit of meat. So they always had something, and it wasn't like I was downing it in ketchup. No, it was just like a little bit. So that way I
Yeah.
had something extra. But what I prefer now is ranch with fries. Like if I'm gonna have fries, I'll dip them in
Ranch.
a nice like house ranch because to me
Mm.
it just tastes better. Or barbecue sauce, like a really nice house barbecue sauce.
BBQ.
Along the ketchup lines, Puerto Ricans have something that they call mayo ketchup, which is basically ketchup and mayonnaise put together
Yeah.
with some
good.
extra stuff in there. And it's delicious. I would rather have that over just regular ketchup.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what's up.
Me-
Yeah, the ketchup also is like a huge recipe that predates America, and it used to have nothing to do with tomatoes. Tomatoes just the one that caught on. And they're made it with berries and nuts, and it's a very American sauce. I've never had any of those before. That's why I'd like to try that. So I like the idea of the garlic and all that. That's cool. I'm with that for sure. And there's nothing wrong with using ketchup. If that's what you got, then do it. And if that's your preference, who cares? But there's always something better, and just know that that's true.
All right. We're
He's like, no.
gonna stop this. I'm gonna read a couple of direct quotes from you elitists here.
Okay.
Josh, always a better option than ketchup. I like berry and nut ketchup. Fries. Fries. People eat ketchup on eggs? I hate that. I prefer things dry. There's always something better than ketchup. I can't even think of the last time I had ketchup. Liz, I prefer ranch with my fries. I eat fancy sauce, mayo, and ketchup mixed. Stop it. Stop it. Ketchup is the best. Stop it. Stop it. You get a good. I don't want to hear this stuff anymore. You get a good excuse me. You get a good Heinz ketchup. A Heinz ketchup. You can't eat Heinz. You can't eat knockoff brand ketchup.
Okay.
If I got a good Heinz ketchup, I
Uh-huh.
could put that on anything. I could put Heinz ketchup on anything. And not only that, but ketchup is the base for the majority of good American sauces. So this whole I'm going to stand on my pedestal and tell everybody that I'm different, I'm fancy, and I don't like ketchup. I'm not having it. Everybody likes ketchup. Everybody eats ketchup. There's ketchup in my fridge right now. The only one that and if I go to anybody's house, you all have ketchup in your fridge. It's probably the biggest bottle of condiment that you got in there. And I'm over it. I sat back and I listened to all this from these people, and I just don't want to hear it.
Lucci,
My life
before we
is
go to
like
the next
hard.
topic,
Say this.
can you tell the whole audience what state you're from for me?
I am from the 51st state, Philadelphia.
Yes. His
the Commonwealth.
proposal to everybody
not
that
really
could have something to
excited.
do with that rant on how good ketchup is. Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
Oh no, just speaking of elitism, like you're not even a state, you're a Commonwealth because you're so cool in Philly. Can't even call yourselves a state.
Yes. Yup. Would you expect me to be defensive? You're right. I am.
But you're right though. My life is a farce. What'd you have to say, Lizette? Sorry.
No, people put ketchup on everything, and it really is irritating because
Yeah.
what was it, Brandon, who said that someone put ketchup in mac and cheese? Like, you don't need to put ketchup in your mac and cheese. That doesn't need to go there. Ketchup doesn't
Yeah.
need to go on pizza either. Ketchup doesn't need to go on. We
But
have
why can't we both
pasteles, which
exist?
are like Puerto Rican
Why can't
tamales.
we both
Doesn't need to
exist?
go on that either. Like, it just doesn't need to be on those things. You can have it on a burger. You can have it with your fries. Corn dogs, sure. Hot dogs, absolutely. You can include it in other sauces, but don't put it on things that it doesn't need to be on. Don't put it on
Don't
a
put it in your
tostada
ice
with
cream.
ceviche. No.
Don't put it in your
Yeah, no.
shoes.
An ice
Listen,
cream.
Choco
there's room for
tacos.
everybody. There's room for everybody. We can both exist, right? You can have your rules and your ivory towers, and I'll eat my ketchup on the things that I want to eat ketchup.
In the back alley by the dumpster. Let's move on. See what we got left. Maybe one more. The 5-finger condiment question. So, this is a game I like to play. Usually on first dates, after I realize it's not going to work out, I just like to do stupid things like this. So you have on one of your hands, you can choose which hand. 5 condiments flow, one from each finger, as infinite, as much as you want. You can shoot it like really hard or just like sprinkle it on your hot dog. You have full control. This is your superpower. However, these 5 condiments are the only condiments you'll have for the rest of your life. You can't have any others. You can't change it. You can't sample anything else. So you have to pick 5 infinite condiments that you will exclusively be using for the rest of your life. I think I'll just start real quick. I think I like a little, let's go with some aioli, some chimichurri.
What kind of aioli?
I'd probably just go with a garlic with a little bit of lemon zest, maybe. That goes with
Okay.
just about anything. I'd go with some chimichurri, just something nice and spicy and thick. Ranch is kind of hard to live without, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think I'll have to go with ranch. And then I don't know if this counts as a sauce or a condiment, but I'm just in case, I'm keeping it. It's nacho cheese, something real good, cheesy, hot, cheesy, ooey gooey. And then last, what about ketchup? Whatever.
Why did
Okay,
you do
so
that?
cut it back.
You're a sellout, dude.
No. The last one,
It's
last
already
one is
over.
two.
That's life. That's your life. You have that attached to you for life.
Okay,
Ketchup. He's just gonna be drunk and depressed walking into like fry restaurants. Does anyone need ketchup?
just out of my thumb.
Lucci, what about you? What are your 5?
Index finger is going like a Hawaiian barbecue sauce.
Dang,
Okay.
dang it!
Right? Bow. Because I'm going to use
Good
that
one.
often. Bow. Right?
Yeah, Hawaiian
I'm gonna
barbecue.
go
I changed that.
I'm gonna go Frank's Red Hot sauce for my middle finger for the haters,
Frank's.
right?
Nice.
Yeah. I gotta go. This is for my kid, right? She puts mustard on everything, so if I'm the only one in the house
Damn
that's
it.
able to spout out mustard, I'm putting a yellow mustard right here in her ring finger because that's family, right?
I shouldn't have got first.
I'm going.
Now you
I'm
know what
going
he
with-
has.
Well, all of them.
That
I'm
food,
going with the, I'm gonna go
his
chimichurri.
fajitas came out and Josh was just jealous.
I'm also going with the good chimichurri for the pinky. I got chimichurri coming out of here. That was a good idea. I actually took that one from you. I was going to
Dude.
use it originally.
Love some chimichurri.
Chimichurri coming out of the pinky, and then I'm also going ketchup, but I'm going with. I want to put it in my thumb so I can hit the haters up every time they.
Ooh,
I hate ketchup.
Yeah.
Good for you, and I can fire them and cover them with ketchup. That's what I
nice,
want to
dude.
do.
That'd be nice
love
because
it.
ketchup is one that really stinks after a while. Like if you get it stuck on a shirt, your shirt
Yeah.
smells like ketchup, dog.
So when somebody's like, "I don't even like ketchup. I like to mix it with mayonnaise," I can be like, "Good for you," and cover them with ketchup.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have it as down as Lucci does with which finger is which, but I would say a nice truffle aioli would be good. I think truffle aioli is pretty good, and I'd probably do that in lieu of mayo.
Yeah.
I want buffalo sauce. I wouldn't
Nice.
want a buffalo sauce. Josh hit me with the cheesy goodness, so I went with queso instead. So I did a queso.
Yeah.
And since the buffalo is kind of my hot sauce, I like that hickory barbecue sauce. and then Chick-fil-A sauce out of my pinky. Chick-fil-A sauce.
Man with culture.
No,
Luci's is better.
Chick-fil-A sauce. You know what? Polynesian is very good too. Polynesian sauce is very good for me too.
Polynesian. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I said Hawaiian barbecue sauce because I couldn't come up
Nope,
with
like
Polynesian, bro.
like
I'm sitting here thinking, like, damn, dude, what's the word I'm looking for?
He's gonna go up to people's tables and be like, "You want some Hawaiian sauce?" And they're like, "Do you mean Polynesian?" He's like, "No, I made a mistake."
No, I have Hawaiian sauce. That's all I have.
They told me that's what it was.
That's all I got.
So Liz, as our guest, send us off into show oblivion. What would you put as your 5 sauces for your 5 fingers?
All right. So I don't know which finger is going to be more important. They're just all kind of the same to me. So I'm going to go mayo ketchup because it's both mayo and ketchup put together. Might as well. I'm going to go with the hickory smoked barbecue, ranch, chimichurri sauce. That's just good on anything. I can put it on everything.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so delicious.
Chimichurri works, bro.
It tastes better the way you say it, too.
I got it. Chimichurri?
Yeah, chimichurri. Y'all got some chimichurri in here.
Yeah, that green sauce back there.
And then, speaking of green sauce, the Cholula green sauce.
Cholula green.
Cholula's so good.
You know who else has a good green is Tapatio and Melinda's. Both of those are really
Tapatio,
good.
Cholula, like those are the best sauces.
Melinda's green sauce is incredible.
I like a good Frank's.
Good Frank's.
I like a nice in '82. It's a good year. So that was sauce. I think next week we might get into some art. We might do some interviews. We'll see what happens next week. But thanks for coming out, everybody. Lucci, maybe see you soon. Lizette, let us know how podcasts are going, and let me know when I'm going to be on your show. Solita!
For sure.
Well, Solita, isn't that just her? And then it's...
Yep. I don't get to talk.
Out my crew.
He just stares at the audience.
But that's Gorp, guys. Once again, I'm Josh. You can find us at Gorp Show.
The
See ya!
TheSadFan Podcast Network on YouTube. Keep gorping, y'all.
Keep gorping. Bye.